Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're back and we're here bringing out another Madden 20 rebuild. And in today's rebuild, we are going to be rebuilding the New York Giants. Yes, the second worst team in the game, the New York Giants. Their best player clearly is Shaquon Barkley. They have some decent players, but nothing really good. So let's go to the league settings like we always do. And I know, I don't really know if y'all care or not, but let me know down in the comment section because I do turn injuries off if y'all want them on. And for this one, as I didn't do it last video, I will be putting on auto progress players because I don't progress them. I should, but I don't. So now, let's go ahead and let's pretty much start the league. And for this rebuild, I do go 2 seasons, so y'all know. They always have messages. I wonder if they're the same messages. Let's see. Coach Sherman, yeah, they're the same messages. Yeah, I think they're all the same messages from the players. Like, she said the same thing when on the Dolphins rebuild. If you haven't seen the Dolphins rebuild, y'all should go check it out. And Eli Manning is saying, saying the same stuff that Ryan Fitzpatrick said. So it's pretty much the same old, so just in the conversation. But in this rebuild, this team is really bad. It's like not even good. So let's take a look at the roster. It's pretty much, you already know, y'all got Barkley as the best player, Kevin Zeitler, but the quarterback is trash. Like, Daniel Jones is a 65 as a rookie. Barkley's our best player, you already know Barkley. And then the wide receivers, you got Tate, Shepard, and that's about it. Corey Coleman towards ACL in real life. You got Evan Ingram, who's a good tight end, and a backup. Ellison's a good run blocker. But here's the rest of the roster. You already know what the rest of the roster looks like. I'm pretty sure it's pretty trash. Like, their next best players like Janoris Jenkins. So you got Dalvin Tomlinson, but other than that, there's not really much. So let's back out and let's just start by, I don't know, man. I want to make some trades, but it's like, it's really like, do I want to make trades? Do I want to sign free agents? Let's just go make a trade. So for the first thing I want to do is, we need another receiver, and there's one receiver I have in mind who I heard is pretty easy to trade for, which I don't know why, because he's only his second year, and y'all pretty much already know, probably. It's Calvin Ridley. So let's try to see if we can get Calvin Ridley. They need a right tackle. I'm pretty sure we do not have a right tackle, but that is a number one need. Do y'all want this guy? They're interested. Let's see if they accept it. And they accept it. Wow. So we got him for a 68 overall. That's crazy. But now let's go get some offensive linemen. We do need a right tackle, as we just saw, but I really don't want to trade because, you know, you can always trade for the Cowboys O-line. So let's try someone else. Let's try the Eagles, actually, because they do got Lane Johnson, who's a pretty good right tackle. Even though I hate the Eagles, he's still talented. So they need a left outside linebacker. They need a left guard, a left end. We don't really have any left outside linebackers. Are they interested in these guys? Not at all. They need a left end too. Dalvin Tomlinson. Let's see if they're interested in him, and they are. So maybe this will go through. And it's not even close. That's crazy how it's not even close, man. Let's go to the Cowboys because I know it's very easy to always trade for Zach Martin. I know I'm not always going to trade for the same players in the same rebuild. So let's see. They need a DT, strong safety. I don't really want to trade Lawrence unless it's for someone really good. I mean, Zach Martin's really good, but it's easy to trade for Zach Martin. Are they interested in Hill? No, and it's not even close, honestly. So let's head to the strong safety position. I don't want to trade Jabril Peppers. So our best bet is probably just giving them some draft picks. Like, what about a fourth and a fifth? Maybe that'll get done. And it's not really. So what about a third? No, I'll probably have to give up a second and a third. I really don't want to, but there's not really much. It's like the Giants have only a very select few good positions. I don't want to give Lawrence, like I said. Let's try Ogletree. Nah, they're not interested. So I think the best bet to do is just give them another pick unless they like Bethea. And yeah, it's not even close. So let's just go and try I guess let's just try a second round pick and a third. Cause there's really not much on this team, and it's pretty close, man. So let's just throw him like a 6 and it'll go through probably. So yeah, the trade went through. It was accepted. That's good. So now we need a quarterback, man. This team needs a quarterback. And in all honesty, I'm trying to look for a quarterback that's good and like can trade for. Let's try the Packers. I mean, let's try Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he's untradeable, if he's tradable. I'm not sure, but they need a middle linebacker and a left end, and they're not interested in Dalvin Tomlinson. They need DTs, wide receivers. Are they interested in Golden Tate? I mean, I would trade Golden Tate. He's not that bad of a player. It's pretty close just for getting Golden Tate, to be honest. Golden Tate. What about Cody Latimer and Russell Shepard? And they're somewhat interested. What about just them two? And it's not really that much better. Let's try a first round pick too. I probably will be trading a first round pick in this deal. Ooh, that's pretty close, man. So they do need a middle linebacker. What if I throw in BJ? I think his name is, or what? Are they interested in Tomlinson? No. Let's just try it, and it got worse. Let's try BJ Goodson, and I'm pretty sure that should go through. Let's try without the pick first, though. And yeah, they need the pick for it to go through. So let's try with the draft pick, the first round pick, and wow, are you serious? That close? That's crazy, man. I don't want to trade Evan Ingram. What about Bethea? They're not interested in Bethea, man. I think this is the deal where I might have to give up Lawrence. I think I want to have to give up Lawrence in this deal, man. And they accepted it, so we do get a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So let's see who's interested in Eli and Daniel Jones. Hopefully there's one team out there interested in both. They're both garbage, but Eli's had his moments. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Maybe some team will take a chance. And the Broncos are interested in both. Ooh, that's something to look back on. So I don't really think any other teams are interested at all, which kind of sucks, but yeah, there's not really many other teams. Let's go back to Denver and try to get a player. I know they got a free safety that's really good. I think his name is Justin Simmons, Justin Simmons. So let's see if we can get Simmons and maybe Bradley Chubbs, because I like both of them, and it's not even close. What about just Simmons? Nope. What about, I know it'll probably be close to Von Miller. I know I got Von Miller last video. See, it's pretty close to get a 97 overall, but you can't get like an 81. It's pretty crazy. But there's not really much in Denver. Like, we could use a lot of positions. They're just not really that good overalls. What about maybe Kareem Jackson? I don't know. Kareem Jackson was 87. That's pretty good. I know he had a good year in Houston last year. It's not really close either. I think we're just going to have to settle. I know Eli and Jones are terrible. We might just have to settle for some low overall. Not really low, but someone decent. Like maybe Cortland Sutton. Let's see if they accept it. And we do get Cortland Sutton, so that's a good trade. We do get a replacement for Golden Tate. So now let's go to the trade block. It should be easier to trade for players on the trade block. Ooh, Derrick Henry and Austin Eckler. I'll probably trade for Austin Eckler. I think I said his name right, because Derrick Henry, I don't feel like he's a good running back, but he's not a good backup like receiving type like Eckler is. So maybe they're interested in Bethea, and they're not, but it's not close. What about just, because they need right tackles, free safeties, middle linebackers. What about Goodson or Ogletree or any of them? And they're interested in none of them. But let's just try it. That was pretty close, man. But I think other teams will be interested in Ogletree. So maybe just throw them like a draft pick, like a 4th and a 5th. Pretty sure they'll accept it. And they accept it, so we got Austin Eckler as our backup to Shaquon. And this team isn't looking bad, guys. It's looking pretty good. So next, let's see who's interested in these guys. It just said the Chargers weren't interested. Now they're interested. The Colts are interested. Um, let's see. The Colts, maybe the Lions, the Packers, and the Patriots. So there's some teams interested. As we can see, all these teams are interested. So hopefully we can get ourselves a middle linebacker for these two, because that is a position of need, is a middle linebacker. So let's. It just said the Chargers were interested. I was gonna try to get Derwin James, but I guess they're not. So let's see what the Colts, if we can get like. I know Darius Leonard's here. Let's try Darius Leonard, and it's not close at all. So let's hit up the Ravens real quick. I want to see if maybe I can get like Earl Thomas. I doubt it, but yeah, it's not close at all. So now I will probably head back. Let's head back to the Colts one more time, because I want to try maybe like a Justin Houston. Would that be any close? Would that be close? No. I know probably for Quentin Nelson it would be close. And let's see. That's really close, man. Like I don't know why, but I guess they don't rate offensive linemen good at all. So let's just throw in a 7th round pick and it should go through, man. So we went through. We pretty much traded all our picks this year for players. So we won't be heading to the drafts this year, unfortunately, but we should make the playoffs with this team. So now let's see if there's anyone interested in these two guys, this Bethea and the corner Haley. Kind of sucks how no one really likes him. The Panthers like Bethea. Can I get Luke Kuechly maybe? I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, it's not close. Maybe I can get what's his name? Shaq Thompson. I think he played outside linebacker for him. He's a backup middle. So maybe we can get Shaq Thompson for him. And the trade was accepted. Let's go, man. So now we have our middle linebacker. And let's just check the trade block one more time and see who's out there for a free safety. Ooh. I can't say his name. I think it's Kays. They need a right tackle and a left outside linebacker. So maybe I can give him Lorenzo Carter or Golden. I'll give him Golden. And that's pretty close. So I guess throwing in like a pick. I know we don't have any. Maybe the 7th round pick will push through, and maybe in next year 5th will do. And the trade was accepted. So let's go look at the roster now and see what the team is like. I wish Madden load. I don't know why it takes forever to load. Yes, I already know the lineup tool. So let's generate the best lineup and see what they put players. And they really, I guess I gotta change Zach Martin to right tackle, because clearly they didn't put him there, as we have Kevin Zeidler as a backup. Yes, I already know all these adjustment tools. So let's make Zach Martin the right tackle. I know I trade for the same players in the past video. I did trade for Zach Martin. I won't be trading for the same players in all my videos. It's just something to get going, you know. But we are going to be having him at right tackle, and I will be moving Nelson or Hernandez. I'll probably put Nelson at center, just because I'd rather have Zach Martin and Nelson next to each other, helping each other block. That would be really, really good for this team. So that's pretty much all the moves that we will be making, and all the stuff we will be doing. So here is the offense, and we do have good offense. I really feel like the offense is good. Our team's a 75 overall, which kind of sucks, but we do have some backup positions, which is good. So now the defense, I don't really like 3-4 defense, honestly. Let's change the scheme. It says this scheme though is 63%, 84. I want to go to a 4-3. A 4-6 defense, it's at 88%, so we'll do a 4-6 because that's still pretty much a 4-3. So now the team is looking better. If we go take a look at the defense real quick. Yeah, I like this better. We have no pass rush at all besides Tomlinson. He's usually a DT in a 4-3, I know, but I'll just leave him there for now. And that's all the moves we're going to make and all the stuff we'll do, and I'll see you at the end of the first season. So we're here at the end of the first season, and we did make the playoffs, because you see that the players were not on the practice squad. And I believe we got a bye week. Let's go look at our record and see what we did. Our offense is 91. We went 11-5 and we won the NFC East. That's crazy. Let's go and look at the stats. And I know some of y'all said that y'all wanted to see the awards, so we'll check out the awards. Not the weekly, I meant the yearly. So let's check and look. And Barkley was 6th and Rodgers was 7th in MVP votes. We are in the NFC, not the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year, Barkley was 3rd and Aaron Rodgers was 5th. That's really nice to see. Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, that's Defensive Player of the Year. My bad. Offensive Player of the Year or Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie. Oh, we had DeAndre Baker, which is good to see. And best quarterback, Rodgers was 4th. Best running back, it was Barkley. Best wide receiver, we had Golden Tate was up there. We had Sterling Shepard as the 10th best receiver. Best O-line was Zach Martin and Kevin Zeiler, you see, and Quentin Nelson. Best D-line, we didn't have any D-linemen, so I'm pretty sure we didn't have anyone on there, and we didn't. Best linebacker, we didn't really have any linebacker. Ooh, Lorenzo Carter was up there as the 10th. Best DB, you got Jenkins up there, and then best kicker, our kicker was 7th. And that's pretty much all the moves. So let's go look at the player stats. As Aaron Rodgers had 33 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He only got sacked 33 times too. Barkley had almost 1,600 yards and 19 touchdowns. Our offense was lethal, man. Barkley's a monster. And then the receiving corps, they almost equipped 2 1,000-yard receivers. Sterling Shepard had 9 touchdowns to go with it, and Calvin Ridley had 6. And then Evan Ingram did his thing with 7 touchdowns. And then sacks allowed, Nate Soldier had the most with 7, and that's pretty much it. And then Shaq Thompson, our new acquisition, led us in tackles, and he had 3.5 sacks. But Lorenzo Carter led us with 8.5 sacks. Then it was B.J. Hill. Tomlinson didn't really do that much, but he's more of a run stopper probably. Interceptions was Jenkins and Baker, and then that's pretty much it, man. So now I want to see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I want to see if who we play. Like, let's advance and see who we play in the next round, because I do believe we have a bye week. So let's just advance to next week and see who we play, man. We play the Saints. We do have a better record than the Saints. We should get past them, and hopefully we get past them, man. Come on, we can't lose to the Saints. And we lost to the Saints. That's crazy, man. Let's go look at the playoff schedule. Let's go look at the schedule and see. We got demolished 42-14. That's crazy, man. Rodgers had a bad game. Breeze torched that secondary. Barkley had a bad game too, man. And then there was really no receiving yards. Sutton had 1 catch for 58 yards. And then Jabril Peppers had 10 tackles. That was it, because he was on the field for almost probably the whole game. That's crazy, man. We got demolished. But we do have one more season to go to and win. So let's just advance to the Super Bowl. And let's see who's playing in the Super Bowl. As we can see at the top, it's the Colts and the Saints. So the Saints went all the way to the Super Bowl, man. So let's advance to the week. I don't know who won the Super Bowl, but I don't know either. So we got big decisions. Let's resign some players real quick. Austin Eckler, I'll bring back $30 million. Why not? We need you, and he resigns, which is good. Our kicker, I don't know if I want to bring him back. Shaq Thompson wants about $28 million. That'll leave us with $33 million left in cap room, and he accept the offer. And then there's not really anyone else I see on here that I really like. So maybe we can go with our kicker. I'll bring him back for $9 million for 2 years. And so we got the job done. So we have about $29 million left in cap space for the off season. So let's advance to the next stage. Oh, it says in the corner. It says in the top that the Saints won the Super Bowl. My bad. So we are in free agency. Let's take a look at free agency, man. And ooh, there's some nice free agents out here, man. All right, so I'm going to offer some free agents, and then I will see y'all at the end with who has signed with the team and who hasn't signed with the team. So I'll see y'all at the end of the first stage of free agency. So we're here at the end of the first stage of free agency, and we did get Blake Martinez, and we did get this right end from the Jaguars, and Kendall Fuller, which is very nice. I can't see that dude's name. So let's advance to next week, and I did offer one more player a contract, and hopefully he signs, and he hasn't signed yet. I don't want to spoil it, but we'll just go check. It's Sean Lee, man. I offered Sean Lee a deal, and I just want to make sure he hasn't signed yet, and no one else has seemed to offer him, so I offered him the rest of the money we had. It's not the contract he wanted, but that's all the money we have left, so let's advance again. Hopefully he signs, man, and Sean Lee did accept the contract, which is very good to see. He won't get hurt in the game, so we'll see what he's capable of doing because injuries are off. So let's advance to the next season because we do not have any draft picks. And now, as we are getting ready for the second season, I don't know if I want to make any moves because our overall team is an 82, but I do want to, because I do got Blake Martinez and Shaq Thompson. I'm going to move, I believe, Shaq Thompson to right outside linebacker because Sean Lee plays left, and Shaq Thompson did play outside linebacker for the Panthers, but I guess they switched to a 3-4 where he's a middle linebacker. So we will be making him the right outside linebacker. I don't really have any depth, but you can see he's at 82 now. And we have Sean Lee on the other side with Blake Martinez. Our linebacking core is pretty good, but we do have Kendall Fuller, Jenkins, and Baker now, which I like with our safety. 2 safeties are good. They went up. And then Aaron Rodgers went from a 90 to an 84 in one season. That's crazy. But Barkley's a 94 overall, man. We don't have a fullback, but it doesn't matter, man. I will be simming the season, I guess, because to the midseason. I'll see you at midseason point. So we're here at the midseason point, and let's go see what our record looks like. We have a 93 offense and a 77 defense. We're 2-5. How are we 2-5? Are there any free agents that could help us? No, they're mostly running backs. I mean, Blake Jarwin, but they're mostly just running backs. Our team is 82 overall. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We shouldn't be 2-5 with Aaron Rodgers. He has 12 passing touchdowns through 8 weeks. That's pretty bad if you ask me. 9 touchdowns for Barkley, which leads the league. But there's no moves to make. I will be simming the rest of the season, and I will see y'all at the end of the season. So we're here at the end of the season, and we did get the wild card, man. We got the wild card as we went 9-7, as y'all saw. So let's go look at the player stats. Aaron Rodgers had 28 touchdowns and 14 picks. He had a very bad season. Barkley's a monster, 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns. That's a beast, man. Cortland Sutton and Shepard almost equipped 1,000 yards. Sutton had 10 touchdowns to go with it. And then the offensive line, Nate Soldier allowed 9 sacks and Hernandez 7. But the defense, Sean Lee had a great season, man. He had 7 sacks, 102 tackles, as I can see right there. Martinez led us in tackles. Sean Lee had a comeback season. Comeback player of the year, Sean Lee. Sean Lee's a good player when he's healthy, man. He just can't stay healthy. But he did have 2 forced fumbles, 2 picks, and 7 sacks. Sean Lee's a monster, man. But we are taking on, let's see, who are we taking on the first round? We are taking on the Panthers. Hopefully we can get past the Panthers, man. So let's send to next week. And we didn't get past the Panthers, man. Wow, that sucks. We were at 84 overall. That is going to be the end of the video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoy it. Comment down what team you want me to see me rebuild next. My Twitter link will be in the description, and if you want to follow me on Twitter. And I will catch y'all next time.